recently, I will say, I have found something that does mentally really stimulate me, and I literally love it, and it's doing on men. And like every day I think about it. I won't tell anybody if you want me to do stuff to you. You have to sign an NDA though. Cut the camera.
So that's my point in life. Be a loud human being. Just here to be loud, Blake. I'm just here to be loud.
Me too.
I'm just here to be loud.
Yes.
This is a horrible Blake impression. Horrible.
Well, I'm like, you can turn it up.
I know. I'm aware of such things. We have met once or twice before.
Yes, I know. It's been a while.
I know. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you in person.
Correct.
Though you didn't remember that.
Well, there's just some things you block out.
Wow, Blake. Wow. Wow.
Just kidding. I wasn't even drinking.
I know you don't drink.
No.
Am I crazy, or did you drink the first time you did the show?
Maybe. I used to drink. I just don't like to drink anymore. It makes my stomach hurt. I always throw up.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah. Ooh, cool little cup.
Same cool little cup that's been here the whole time.
Smoky Joe. Like he's smoking bones.
It's Van Gogh. It's fine art. Cheers. Welcome back, Blake. Welcome back. We'll see how long it takes YouTube to demonetize this one.
No. Hi, YouTube.
They're just like, Blake Blossom, nah, can't give you money there.
I know. When I start a YouTube channel, I don't think I'm going to call it my name, but I might have to just to protect everything, you know, because my name's trademarked, so.
Just be like, the Ake Awesome channel? I don't know.
It'd be like, baby sparkles. Baby glitter, something like that.
You hire some third-party takedown service who takes you down because it's you're a person named Blake. Like, no, this is really mine.
Yeah, no, there's someone on YouTube that like takes all my like live stuff I used to do on Instagram and like live shows, and they would post it as me. So I stopped doing all that to prohibit them, but they still take my scene intros and like they're like, look at me, I'm out as Blake. And I'm like, this is a Bang Bros POV intro. But I digress.
Why is Bang Bros not like filing DCMA claims against that shit? Why are they not having it taken down?
I don't know. They gotta call the office.
They got enough fucking money. They got people. They should be on that shit.
Definitely. So what are you drinking? Is this your favorite bourbon whiskey?
It is one of my favorite bourbon whiskeys. It is W.O. Weller Special Reserve. Fucking difficult to come by these days. So
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that bottle. I've seen Elijah Craig. I've seen some of the other ones you have over there, but that Henny.
Well, so this used to be like a pretty, decently priced bourbon, and unfortunately the world discovered it.
So then inflation
and Buffalo Trace only puts it out on consignment now. They don't just like regularly distribute it.
Oh, well, gotta figure out who works there and say, hi, can I have a case?
Well, thankfully, for whatever reason, they distribute it to Texas a lot, and people in Texas don't realize that it's fucking valuable on the gray market.
Oh.
So a buddy of mine who lives in Austin brought me 6 bottles.
There you
go.
And
he paid retail for all of them.
You got a middleman already.
Like, this is a retail a $44 bottle. If you were to buy it in any store in LA, if you could find it, this would be over $200.
Oh, wow. It looks like it would be $200. I don't know prices on alcohol, so I'd be like, yeah, you have a green bow.
Whatever Matt says about alcohol, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, I don't ever bring alcohol as a gift. I always bring other stuff like a card or
fleshlights.
Yes, I brought some of my fleshlights.
Yeah, Blake brought me fleshlights. I don't know what to do with them now.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
one of them is called Boom, and the other one is Bombshell, and they're very cute. Shout out fleshlight.
To clarify, I know how fleshlights work. I just don't know what to do with Blake's fleshlights.
Have you seen the Halloween ones?
I have not.
Oh, they're freaky. Little vampire one, I was like, whoa, that's a freaky little red pussy. gosh.
Someone gifted me one of the alien ones a couple of years ago, like
The silver one or
the
the green?
blue.
Oh.
Blue.
Ooh, there's one where it's like there's like two vaginas. They're like conjoined sisters, and it's like 2 in 1. I want to get that just to have it.
Just to have it. I believe you, Blake. I believe you.
Right? No, I already have like I haven't put them up because I've been having people come to my house and like work on like my air conditioning, but I have a big stack of like probably like 60 DVDs of me on them, and I want to put them up on my wall, but it's just upstairs in the loft, so anybody who walks upstairs would technically see them. So I'm just like, do I invite that? Do I not? Do I be more subtle?
You got to do like the traditional like douchebag Hollywood thing, which is make your guest bathroom your shrine to yourself.
You know what? That'd be interesting, but there's only like 2 people who use the bathroom all the time, so it would be a little narcissistic.
I
It was like a more publicly used bathroom, like if I had like an office or like a studio, I would do that, but as
All I
like a
know is-
joke.
all I know is every like major A-list celebrity's house I've ever been in, one of their bathrooms is essentially a shrine to themselves.
Interesting.
I
I
was
haven't
shooting
been to any celebrities' houses, so
a B movie like in some house in the hills, and it obviously belonged to some musician. Went in to use the bathroom, and like his gold record was on the wall in the guest bathroom, like a bunch of like clipped headlines and shit like that.
wow.
And then I did
Flex.
a security gig years ago at another celebrity's house, and like his guest bathroom was like clippings about his movies and shit like that, and
Wow. All scrapbooked in the walls.
like framed like
Yeah.
news articles like on the walls in his guest bathroom.
That's crazy.
I literally walked away from both those experiences like, I'm not sure I'm a narcissist enough to make it an entertainment. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, in the office at my house, I guess my Penthouse magazines are up on the wall. I cut them out of one of the magazines because I have a box of like 60 of them. So I cut one of them up and put them on the office.
Well, that's cool.
Mm.
You're also in our levels of fame. You're a little more famous than me. Just a little.
I don't know. People don't really recognize me unless I have makeup on. I got recognized at fucking Six Flags of all places. And I was like, God damn it. The one time I wear makeup is when they're like, are you Blake Blossom? And I'm like, and my brain's just like computing. Add a little like loading sign. Okay, good. But no, it would, oh my God. I was just like, maybe, yeah. Let me take a picture with you. And I was like, okay.
Are you 18?
Well, I just was like, I can't even believe like someone's recognizing me right now, because like sometimes I'll have people that like say weird shit to me just to like spark conversation. I'm like, excuse me, sir, why are you saying that to me? Like some man at the airport said, oh, actually about these slippers I'm wearing. He said, oh, I like your slippers, as he was like 4 steps behind me. And I'm like, thank you. Amazon, $6. He's like, oh, wow. I said, yeah, I got every color. Haha, I overshare, clearly. Yeah, no, that was weird. And then you know what the crazy thing is? I saw him again at fucking baggage claim after the flight. I didn't even know he was on my flight, but he was.
He knew you were on his, though.
I guess so, but he probably was like, the girl
for the audio audience.
the cheetah slippers.
The stark terror in Blake's eyes for a moment. They're like, oh shit. You probably.
Well, because I like to think I'm aware, but sometimes I do catch people out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, bullshit. No, not Blake. Mm-mm. If
No.
it's like, somebody, are you Blake Blossom? I'm like some weird person. Then I'll be like, no. Mm-mm. If I have like no makeup on, but if I have makeup on, I'll say it's me.
You just don't want the unflattering photos out there?
Like, I feel like if I'm wearing makeup, like it's because I'm going somewhere to be Blake. You know, like I don't really wear makeup in my everyday life anymore because I guess all I do is just go to Pilates and organize my house. I've been traveling a little bit, so I haven't been wearing makeup on the plane or in the airport. But somehow my cheetah slippers still attracted them. It doesn't matter if I wear a baggy t-shirt or sweatpants or sunglasses. I don't know what it is. Is it the hair?
It could be.
Maybe.
Eh.
Drink to that.
I don't pretend to know what's going through the mind of perverts. I don't.
Well, I'm a little perverted, but sometimes I'm like, weird convo, sir.
Are you out here shooting your shot in the airport though?
No, that'd be weird. I'd be
Well,
like, actually, there was one time when I was like brand new, and this like, he didn't know who I was, but he was like, "Can I buy you a coffee?" And I was like, "Sure." And so I went, and he bought me a freaking frappuccino, and I sat there for like 5 minutes, and he was like, "You're very pretty," and I was like, "Thank you." I was like, I really don't know what's going on right now, but thank
how
you.
do you not know what's going on right there?
I couldn't tell if maybe he like had a learning disability or maybe he just talked slow or there was something off about him. So I just was like, I can't brush you off. I feel like evil brushing you off. I don't know why. Okay.
Those special people are the way to Blake's heart.
I guess he offered me coffee and I said, sure. I don't know why I let him give me coffee. Oh my gosh.
You need
There's a lot of
caffeine.
questionable things I've done.
You survived. You have a story. It's fine.
Right?
It's absolutely fine, Blake.
Did you have any specific questions you wanted to ask me this time, or are we just
Fuck
like,
no.
Okay, good.
You've done the show twice before. Have I ever had a specific question for you?
Mm,
No, not once.
no, maybe.
Not once.
I don't know.
No, not once. Why would I have specific questions? Just here to bullshit with you, Blake.
But yeah, so when I saw you 2 weeks ago,
Oh, you remember that now?
where was that? I don't know.
I don't
was
know.
actually just there today too.
For another screening?
No, but I just saw 2 movies today. I saw It Ends With Us and The Substance. Oh my God. I can't even talk about them right now. That's too crazy.
I got a whole twerking from Blake reenactment of the movie earlier.
Guys, that movie is insane. I thought it was porn at one point, and then I was like, "What is Margaret doing? What is she doing over here?" And then I was just like, "Oh, the third act is insane." So, if I can write anything as good as that ever in my life, I will. Even like half good as that, I would be very. You have to go see it. Oh my God,
I'll go see it. I'll go see it.
But the whole time I was there, I was like, "Oh, it's kind of crazy that." There was a movie poster over here with my name on it.
Is the poster still up?
No, it wasn't.
Aw.
Yeah, it was some other movie. But Smile 2 was there. Ours was between Smile 2 and I forget the other one, some other movie.
What Blake was alluding to is I attended the Scissors premiere
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yes, written and directed by Harry Sparks. I was part of it, me, Blake Blossom, and also Tommy Pistol, Jill Cassidy, Avery Jane, Lily Bell, Alex Cole.
My old school co-host, Andy Cruz.
Oh, yes, Annie Cruz.
You know Annie was my co-host for a while, right?
She was only there for a couple seconds, so I only got to talk to her for
I
like
yelled
2
at her via
seconds.
text. I'm like,
Yeah.
I literally came out to support you and you're gone.
I know, I was like, hello, bye.
She's like, I did the carpet and I bounced. I'm like, I understand.
Yeah, no, it was actually really crazy to just be at the movie theater. I forgot that like you could essentially rent a theater and like do whatever you want in the theater. So lots of ideas cooking.
We did whatever we wanted in the theater, yes.
Yes, but it's fun to watch a horror movie with a bunch of people you know. And of course my boobs were in it, so
They were.
I had a really good line too.
Did a couple.
Yeah, I was a nurse, Nurse Jenny, sweet girl. She's a good representation of the nursing community because she did her job and she said, "Are you guys family?" And they said, "Yes, we are." And I just spoiled a little part of the movie, guys, but yes,
Well,
this
more
movie is
spoilers.
very intense.
More spoilers. You also did start to get down with the doctor.
You know what? HIPAA. Just kidding. Shh.
Oh, he was helping you with a medical condition.
No,
huh?
but oh my God, like seeing him like get dragged away, I was like, whoa, where is Scissors? What's he gonna do? But the ending had a very nice twist. I will say that. That was a big surprise. What
Not
did
for
you
me.
think?
I called it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
I called it.
I was a little confused in the beginning. There was like one clip that it said from like 2019, but then it like all looped back around. So
Yeah. There was some continuity and interesting continuity. We'll go with that.
we needed a couple more lines.
Yeah.
But the costume was so scary, and one of the biggest compliments we got was that the blood looked real. So they said that that was actually like one of the hard things to do in like horror movies and productions, because it'll either look orangey and like or ketchupy
Or like Pepto-Bismol.
or like, you know, super like carry freaking like blood guns. You know, you're like spraying everywhere. Like
Oh, that movie could have used blood guns. Come on, that would have been blood guns everywhere. That would have been amazing.
Death by blood gun. Yeah.
Just everywhere.
But you'll have to, if anybody ever, I don't know exactly if it'll be released on DVD or what'll be next for it, but yes, I hope that I can leak my part at least. But yes, my death in the movie is very creative.
Spoilers, you die.
Right?
Spoilers.
Everybody dies in the movie, okay?
Not everyone.
Mm?
Not everyone.
Mm?
I'm not saying who.
Is it left untold? Do we not know? Is it more of just vague? It could.
I mean, you could have survived your wounds. I don't remember anyone pronouncing you. I don't remember anyone being like, damn, time of death.
Could you imagine if we had to like do that in every scene? Like, oh, that would have been like way too many people on set. The police procedural stuff, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. It's not a police, definitely not a police procedural.
Yeah, I know, right? But just in the terms of like horror movies, I forget like sometimes just everything that goes into it, the practical effects. I saw Longlegs recently, that there was amazing stunt actors in that. And I was like, wow, I feel like I'm a stunt actor sometimes with the things that I do. So
I'm pretty sure we can say what you do for a living, Blake. I'm pretty sure the audience is aware of it. I will risk my monetization on, admitting what you do for a living.
Adult film and the crazy things they write for us young ladies and MILFs to do.
They're putting you in MILF category already.
No, that's why I separated it.
Okay, I was about to say, like, what?
No, I particularly do not like being labeled as MILF. If you want to like title the video that's fine.
Is it?
But it doesn't really translate with the viewer. They're going to be like, what do you mean that's Blake? That's not a mom. She doesn't have any babies. No stretch marks on that belly. Like
No one would trust her with children.
No, I was a nanny. I'm very good with kids.
You were.
I was a nanny, but
past tense.
No, now I have such short patience. I'd be like,
see, you're proving me right, Blake. You're proving me right.
No, because I'm not an iPad person either. I'd be like, what are we doing right now, guys? What are we doing right now? I don't know. Maybe we should come up with a game. I don't know. Maybe we should do some chores for some money. You know, you have to inspire the young kids to get up and start doing what they need to do. My dad had me cleaning out, doing the yard. I was a very active child. I was cleaning up palm fronds and like rose bushes and citrus. We had like some citrus trees in our backyard growing up. So imagine digging rotten fruit out of rocks.
Hard pass on that.
Yeah, when it's 120 degrees out in Arizona and you're like, I just want to go inside and watch SpongeBob.
But that makes sense to why I have children. Let them do that shit.
Yeah, right. I was like, okay, well.
This is why I'm going to rent forever, so I don't have to have kids to clean.
Taught me discipline, that's for sure. That's for sure. I want a small yard.
Small yard. Now, are you going to put him in a crooked home because of that later?
Oh, what is it?
Are you going to put him in a crooked home?
What's a crooked home?
Like a bad, retirement home.
Oh, like no. No, I'll put him on a ranch. I'll be like, I'm working your ass. Go out.
He's fucking free range.
Free
range elderly.
Eggs you need to go get out of that freaking coop over there.
You've never heard the term crooked home?
No, that reminds me of Better Call Saul. When all those people start scamming them and they charge them like $8 for a roll of toilet paper or something.
Yeah, that would be a crooked home. Yeah,
that's so fucked. Would you want to be in an old person home?
No, I put my old man.
What if they like were pretty bougie and you could prime rib every Sunday? Maybe they have some gambling, open bar.
My anecdotal experiences.
Pickleball.
I put my old man in a decent one and he was dead in 3 months. So.
Oh my God! Because of them, negligence. Allegedly.
Allegedly, I couldn't get a lawyer to take my case on it. But yeah,
some crooked shit.
Well, my theory, which is unproven in court, was when they realized that like I didn't live in state and I didn't really give that much of a fuck about it. They were just like, we're not going to put in the extra effort here.
Maybe not check that guy.
Well, and he was also had Alzheimer's and like was being difficult. So
yeah, that's rough.
yeah, big downer.
That's like one of my biggest fears. I think that's why a lot of people are going to start like uploading their brains to like AI. I saw Tana Mojo, she has like some little AI thing that you can talk with, and it's pretty accurate to what she would say. So I said, wow, imagine if I uploaded my brain now and then I did it again when I'm 45 or something. Like, and then you could talk to like 2 different versions of me, or
with the 2 versions of you fucking fight, be like, no, you're wrong.
I don't know. Could you teach me stuff as an AI, or would I be, I don't know. Isn't that interesting though?
It is.
Would you upload your brain if you could for like people to either have like an app or like talk to you?
Sure, because the novelty of it, the pure novelty of it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if like the singularity comes where like our consciousness all becomes fucking digital and all that shit, the problem with it is this meat sack still dies. Like the digital version of me, the digital copy of me may not be aware that it died, but this meat sack, this consciousness still is going away no matter what.
But what if your AI knew that you had passed and was like completely aware and was like, I know that I'm gone, but I'm like gonna stay around and like keep drinking whiskey. Reminds me of like Plankton with the hologram food. He's like, hum.
Donate your whiskey to the mad AI.
Right?
I would do it for the novelty of it. Like, this is also a giant downer. Like, I just came back from a funeral in Chicago like a couple days ago. A buddy of mine died in a car accident like at 45.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a normie dude. Like, he's not.
Were multiple people hurt?
No, just him.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
single car accident.
Yeah, no one really knows what happened, but he plowed into 3 parked cars and.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes you into a nihilist a little bit, right?
I was already there.
Yeah.
We've met, Blake. You know I'm already there.
Yeah, but like when you really like see shit in your face and you're like, okay, I didn't think I was gonna have to see this year, but thank you.
Oh yeah, it was like, well, I was not expecting one of my oldest friends to be fucking dead at 45. But what's crazy is because he was a civilian normie dude. Like, I happened to have him on the podcast in 2016. And it's like one of the few recordings that like of his fucking voice. His widow is like, thank God this is like, I get to hear his fucking voice again.
Yeah, similar. My brother, he recently passed away. It'll be 7 months on Wednesday. And his Snapchat memories, my mom will send me them like all the time. And they're like different ones of him like doing like crumble cookie reviews, or like just like hitting blunts or like joints, just listening to music in his car, just like jamming out. So it's weird like hearing like someone laugh in their voice again after you haven't like talked to them for a while.
Are you finding comfort in that, or?
No, I don't know. There's actually, I watched. So my brother passed away pretty horrifically. The police, it's still an open investigation on their end. But someone else passed away in the same room with him, and they're not really sure exactly like who did what to who in that sense. So it leaves a lot of things open when the police, they say one thing and you're like, I really don't think, like, how could that happen? Like, what? But to be an older sister and have like, my brother died 2 weeks before his 21st birthday. So we were planning all these different things, but it's very jarring, the entire thing. I'm sure when you got the call, you're like, no.
Oh yeah.
No way. Like, there's no way.
I got it. I woke up to a text Thursday morning from one friend who's like, man, I'm so sorry. And like, no information. I'm like, so sorry about
no
what?
No context at all. Wow.
Yeah. So sorry about what? And then
it's not on Facebook.
No, it was like a DM. But and then another friend had texted me and like told me what the fuck. I'm like, the fuck?
Wow.
I'm sorry about your brother. Like,
Well, I'm sure the process in Chicago is insane. The process in Las Vegas is insane. I didn't know that if you don't have somebody come pick up your loved one from the corner, everybody goes to the same funeral home in Las Vegas. You know how many times I've driven by that funeral home? You know how many times in the morning I've driven by and I'm like, the fuck is all this smoke? Oh, it's the crematory every morning between 8 and 10 a.m. So there's weird times when I'll like have to go to the airport or drop something off or like some way I'm over there by that funeral home and like it's so freaky. It's a very freaky feeling, but then you have to like think of all the people that pass in Las Vegas and they come and they do bad drugs or they OD, they drink themselves.
They got no family. They're just, out there being degenerate gamblers.
Yeah, something happens, freak thing. They go to they turn on the wrong street. So I can't imagine like the just intensity that the police have to deal with in Las Vegas. But hopefully, we can figure out soon. But I watched like the last like 45 minutes of him being alive, like walking around outside, like having the conversation with the person that he passed away with. So that was like super weird. You can't like hear any of their conversation, but like you can see him like walk up to the apartment. It's like an outside shot. So it's really weird like seeing like your brother like literally in his last like hour of life. And then there's just weird developments and it's like the craziest Stephen King like horror novel I've ever been a part of. It's truly horrifying. And like as much as it like has traumatized me, I understand that so many other people have been through what I'm going through as a sister. And I just like you don't even like think about that type of stuff. Like you watch movies and you're like, oh yeah, someone died, like whatever. Dude, I could barely watch Civil War, that movie. I literally was watching it on the plane and I was like physically like recoiling and like shaking because it just was so many gunshots and like dead bodies and violence and guns. And I'm like, I watch all types of crazy stuff. Like I watch Rambo and I just watched Alien and Predator. So it just hits differently when you're like, whoa, like this could actually be like somebody. And I've had a lot of my like close friends on crew and other talent, reach out and they say, yeah, my sister, something really horrific happened to her. Or my father, passed away and I never got to talk to him again. And it just makes you realize like, wow, like life is so short and it just like it really puts things into perspective because before, I grew up around a bunch of Mormon people like who are super judgmental. I'm kind of super judgmental still.
You don't say.
Right? Like,
I'm fucking
no, but it's okay. I know how it is about me, and I immediately like rush to conclusions and like have assumptions about people and even friends of mine or acquaintances. Like, I don't know why. I do know why, but
well, why?
It's shame, deep shame.
What about?
Well, it's not that I like don't like being in porn. It's just I'm Blake, so it's just like as my true self. I would not do like a lot of the things that I do on set or like things we talk about or scripts and stuff. And like I've been really firm on not doing any like brother sister stuff for a long time because me and my brother were super close. And I said, that's not good for my fucking psyche. Like if you guys don't care and you guys can block it out, like that's great. But I can't say it like once a week. Like for 5 years, like fuck my brother, like it's just not my thing. And as much as they say step, like it's not the fetish.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not the fetish. The incestual aspect to that is so. I want to write something, that like might be able to share my brother's story, but I don't want to exploit that. But at the same time, like his story is so intense and is so horrific that it's like that is a horror movie.
But if
I'm making any sense, sorry.
You are. But it's helping you get it out. Like it's helping you fucking process this shit. It's not exploiting it. Fucking commit the pen.
Yeah, but I it's like making me like realize like fuck, like this like just listen to other people's stories. I've been seeing like a lot of stuff about Kurt Cobain recently and I was just like, wow, like I never really thought of him as like a person. I just thought, oh, Kurt Cobain. But then I like really thought, and I was like, wow, like the stuff he was going through is like so deep. And like everybody around him, I was just listening to Hole the other day, and I'm like, the world would be such a different place. Like, it's just his story ended at that time. And, you know, as
the fucking ripples, like the Foo Fighters
Yeah.
wouldn't be a thing if Kurt hadn't taken his own life.
Hmm.
Think of how many, like how big that band is now.
Yeah.
Look at Dave Grohl, the projection of Dave Grohl's career. He would just be the drummer in Nirvana. Like everything has just fucking ripples.
Yeah, and it's like when you start talking to people about loss and grief and sadness, it's so eerie because everybody has experienced it and nobody talks about it. It's very like, especially with men, I know it's not widely encouraged to be, you know, emotional or be in touch with your more feminine side, I would say. You know, like the more like just like the feminine energy, I would say. The
See,
the
calling
softer.
it that is the problem. Like, because toxic dudes will be like, well, I can't be feminine. Like,
I can be masculine, but
well,
I can
yeah,
also be feminine. It's just people who are insecure to just push the boundaries
right,
of
but I don't think
masculinity.
calling a dude allowing himself to show his emotions is feminine. I just think it's, you know, a dude showing his fucking emotions.
Yeah, maybe other people. I think in it more of like yin and yang. I don't think of it as like calling someone. I just use it as like an oppositional like thing to just because I'm like when I think of things that are so masculine, I just say as feminine as something just to like counter that. Not like anybody is feminine, but yeah,
Oh no,
I
some
just
people are
didn't.
feminine.
Yeah, and that's okay too. I've been recently around a lot more men who are more feminine and don't really exhibit those toxic traits. So it's very refreshing. It's making me get out of that like cycle that I was raised with, that like shame and, you know, don't be gay and look at that person and shit like that. So I think I've gotten my temporal lobe or something in the last year.
Well, you're almost of the age where your brain's fully cooked. You're 25 already, right?
I'm 24.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll be 25.
I
in
am like, you're
February.
almost there. Your brain's almost fully cooked.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost fully. Ding! It's about to be done
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, and it's an experiencing this tragedy and also like being what feels like at the height of my career right now. Like I feel like I'm like at a good peak, like in
Yeah, this
terms
isn't
of
the height.
in
You got-
terms of a graph.
You,
No, but just in
you're
like
gonna
time
keep
and
going up.
place. Just in this like current moment, if we're looking at a graph, I feel like I've really peaked to a point. So to just be excelling so amazingly, like professionally, and then like my personal life is just like tanking. Like I thought I was gonna be celebrating a 21st birthday. And so it's just like, fuck, like I had all these plans and all these things. And my brother came with me to my first AVNs, and Brother Blossom, he was there and he had a name tag and he took my pictures with everybody. And like, that's another thing is like people remember him. So when I like finally opened up and was like, yeah, my brother died, everybody was like, oh my fucking God, are you serious? Like everybody I knew was like, dude, you talk about your brother so much. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, no, it's just fucking me. Feel so alone.
Well, I'm sorry. That sucks. That fucking sucks.
It's really sad, but there were a lot of mistakes that had happened on both of their parts, and unfortunately, you know, choices have consequences, and
It's crazy how
crazy.
fucking fragile life is. Like,
But what I think about is, okay, so my brother, he was 20 years old and he went to Las Vegas and died in Las Vegas eventually. Essentially, we grew up in Arizona, and he was only in Las Vegas for 18 days.
was he visiting or he just moved there?
He had just moved there with this person, and it's so fucking crazy because it's like, what do we do in porn every day? We meet people who are brand new. I just moved from Wichita. What's a BJ? And I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck's a BJ? You're here to shoot a porn, girl. Like, what? And but it just makes me think of like all these young people who come out to Hollywood and like, you know, try their shot at music, or they try their shot at acting, or they like try their shot. And like, granted, it was my first choice to do porn. Like I really wanted to be Blake Blossom, and I wanted to change the industry, and I wanted to win awards and be on DVD covers. but sometimes people aren't necessarily on that path and they're kind of like talked into it or
Oh yeah, there's definitely some lost souls that wash up here. There really are.
yeah, and it's just like, oh my God, like I like imagine like, fuck, you could have moved here and moved in with somebody in 2 weeks, some crazy shit could have happened.
Well, and
It's literally you never know. Like if
oh,
you could have a crazy roommate and that's doing drugs or people are coming in and out of the apartment. I mean, it's LA and you're living at a model house and you know, you're making all this money and you have checks and cash on you. Like I had a friend, she's not in the industry anymore, but she accidentally left her backpack out outside and she had like I think like $4,500 cash and like 4 checks. She had just worked like a for like 5-6 days, like double scenes, like worked her ass off and like all of her like really personal stuff from her mom passed away. So all of those items were gone. And yeah, her whole bag was like stolen. And I just was, and she was staying with me and I felt so bad. And I was just like, Jesus fuck. Like, she literally, like, I felt like, granted, I wasn't there when she left her backpack outside. I was on set. So that was just like just a weird fluke on her part. But we found the backpack. But
empty.
just, there was no, yeah, all her makeup was gone. They took the money. So they had to like redo checks for her. But I wonder, like, if I hadn't been there with her, you know, like how could she have like gotten through another few days? Like her ID was stolen, so she couldn't fly back home. She couldn't work anymore. Her wallet was gone. So I had to step up and, you know, basically like, hey, let's go get some makeup. We're gonna go get your fucking food. Like, let's get this shit because like you can't let people fail like that. Like, and it's such a like key part of your personality that like you really need to work on is like being selfless for others. And there's a lot of people in porn who have no fucking idea how to even be 1% selfless and think of others. It's very, very, very distasteful in my opinion.
Well, the problem is there's a lot of traumatized people that end up in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And once they've been in the industry, they're like, there are still cycles of bad shit that happens to people. So people put their fucking walls and they don't know who to put it down for.
Mm.
So like situationally, I agree with you, but it's a case by case.
I'm not saying like invite everybody into your house, but
the problem is
if somebody is asking you, hey, or you know, I really need help with this situation, like I don't know, I'm somebody that I would fucking like I see a lady and I'm like, honey, what do you want from the gas station? Do you need pads? Do you need tampons? Like if it's a homeless man, I mean, like hit or miss. I don't know. It's just really making me like view things from a different perspective. And I'm like, wow, thank God I was there for her.
Oh.
Like she would have had no way. Like imagine if somebody else like was like, yeah, come stay with me. And who knows what would have happened to her. Like we would have been going to her funeral. Like,
well, and you did the right thing. But I also understand why some people aren't willing to extend themselves in this industry because they have been burned by a bunch of people over the years. And like they're just it's just a trauma response to not wanting to extend themselves because they've been taken advantage of. I've seen it.
I'm the type of person where I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Even if somebody has told me really bad things about you, like I still want to take my crack at you. Like there's been fucking really, really bad guys in the industry that have been kicked out, canceled, like done really fucked up bad shit that they should honestly be in jail for. Guess what? They're sweet as fuck to me. They are so nice. Can I do anything to go on a date with you? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like just insane sweetness, niceness, talking about God and religion. And you'd be like, what do you mean you beat 3 fucking girls? Like you're talking to me about how much you love Jesus and the Lord.
Yeah, that's how they got close to girl 2 and 3.
Dude, but I'm like, it's been like a pattern. Like I've had like 4 or 5 like of these weird guys that are so nice to me. And I hear all these stories about them and I'm like,
yeah, believe the stories. Believe the fucking stories.
For sure. Because I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Well, yeah, that's how narcissists fucking work. They love bomb you. They fucking, they tell you everything that they think you want to hear. And then once you're in, that's when shit goes wrong.
Yeah, but I'm just like, if I didn't have any of this information, like, how would I know?
You'd find out the hard way.
And imagine like all these people who like most of the young people you see on like on the streets down here, like, I don't know if you like go down Hollywood or if you're ever like, no, but like if you're like out like on the street, like around the people. I mean, there's some people down there, but I feel like it's all very young people. It's very like they're always like either dealing with mental illness or like I don't know. It's very very jarring to see somebody my age, a young woman or like a very 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 young person just in the street wearing like tattered rags, no shoes. It just fucking breaks my heart.
Oh, it's fucking brutal. It's absolutely fucking brutal.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's somebody's brother. And I'm like, I would do anything to have my fucking brother back. And you guys are just like, you're not like, it just, it makes me like angry when I see other people with their brother. And I'm like, you're saying horrible things about your brother. Like, I wish I could say hi to my brother. And you're saying, oh, I fucking hate. It's the same thing like when people bitch about like, I fucking hate my mom. And then somebody goes, well, my mom, passed away of cancer like 5 years ago. And you're like, I'm so sorry. Like,
Those familial relationships are fucking different. I did not have a good relationship with my father. I didn't speak to him for the last 7 years of his life.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have had a better relationship with him. He was not a good person. So I cut him out of my fucking life.
Yeah.
And
that was your boundary.
Yeah. And I'd be damned if someone else is like, well, I lost my father too. And like, oh, it's really shitty that you didn't speak to him for 7 years. Like, no, the dude was not a good person. Like,
yeah, when there's the context given, for sure, for sure. I love when people can like have a dialogue like that because it just brings up the topic of grief and, it allows other people to kind of talk about what they're going through, but for sure.
No, and it's nuanced. It's not like everything in life. It's not just black and white. It's fucking nuanced. Like there are granular fucking things that matter that affect every fucking situation.
Yeah, and I just think now like, wow, like all this drama or all this bullshit that I've been doing for the last 5 years with like the people I work with, like what for what? Like why? Like what's it for? Like why do I have beef with this girl? I don't even fucking remember. I don't even know anymore. I'm like, I don't care.
Well, and
yeah, I don't want to see your picture up on the fucking memoriam at AVN every year. Like that's depressing as fuck. Like, so if I think it's, I don't know, maybe is that selfish of me that I'm like trying to like work through my issues?
No, not at all. But also the thing about it is like, just because you don't want to see them dead doesn't mean you need to let them into your life either. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other. You don't have to. Like, during this whole thing with my buddy, another mutual who I haven't spoken to in over a decade because I don't like the dude. He was just a toxic fucking human being that in my 20s was like, this was funny. This is, your psychotic behavior was somewhat tolerable. And it's like, nope. Tried to reach out and like rekindle a friendship. And it's just like, dude, like tearfully apologized for his behavior back in the day. I'm like, hey man, I accept your apology. I still don't want to be your friend.
Respect.
Like 100%, I do not want to be your friend. Like, I don't wish you any ill will. I don't even remember the last exciting or inciting incident of why we don't speak anymore. But I don't want to be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be, I hate you. I want to see you dead. Oh, we're cool. You can just exist. You can be a stranger again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely on the path of like, I want to get rid of all my ill, I don't know. I just want to get rid of everything. Cause I feel like I want my legacy to be super pure and I don't want to have anybody be like, oh yeah, that fucking bitch. I want
fuck them.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that
like dead serious? Fuck them. You can't control other people's opinions of you. Why try?
Mm-hmm.
Be confident in who you are as yourself. Don't let fucking people in that, don't deserve to be in. And just live the best life you fucking can. It's really that simple. Just because you don't want to see them dead, you don't want to be their friend, just don't give them any fucking real estate in your head. Let them be strangers again. Let them think about, you can't control what people think of you. Let them think whatever the fuck they want. Let them think that you're a horrible judgment. Who cares? Sleep well at night being like, guess what? I got a room in your brain and I don't even know who the fuck you are.
It's coming back to that shame thing. I for some reason, it's really ingrained in my head that I really care about what people think about me. So I'm slowly chipping away at it one by one. I've been breaking out, doing different scenes and.
For the record, I think you're pretty cool. For the record. Not that it matters, but for the record.
Yeah, I just have really been through a change in the last 7 months. I just realized, like, why am I, like, waiting to do this stuff? Like, for what? Like, I
No, no,
should
no,
just
no, this shit's promised. Why the fuck wait?
Yeah, and I'm like, tomorrow, like, something could happen tomorrow. Like, I don't know.
A car accident could happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
To anybody we know, to anybody at any point in time. And it also kind of makes me, like, feel like a little bit of, like, an existential crisis, because then I started thinking about, like, all the other things of, like, what would happen after, and then I was just like, "Oh my god."
what are your funeral plans?
I don't even know. Yeah.
I've decided that I want a carpet at mine.
Oh,
There'll be a carpet, a photo booth, fucking there'll be someone interviewing the guests. Like, well,
what was your favorite time with Matt?
oh, whatever. I mean,
when he got me so fucked up, I pissed all over his living room carpet.
accurate. Well, it was one of those things, like, while I was at this funeral over the weekend, it was just like, it's crazy. We always hire wedding photographers. Like, there's always a photographer to capture every fucking second of a wedding. Why are there no funeral photographers? Like, why an event that is all about the memories?
Yeah.
No one is there to capture a fucking second of it. Like, I understand you don't want to, like, necessarily have pictures of people ugly crying, but it's still, capture the moment. Like, there were literally people that at that funeral I hadn't seen 7, 8, almost 10 years.
Yeah, it just makes me want to, like, explore the macabre and just really fucked up shit and just, like, dive into horror. I mean, I'm not, like, tapped down on porn. I think it's really great.
I'd hope not. You're about to host
writing
AVN.
some. No. Like, the things that I want to accomplish with porn, it's more than just, like, adding more guys. It's about, like, the overall, like, tone and feeling of the industry. And there's just, like, a lack of community a little bit. I think there's been a lot of, like you said, like, there's been a lot of, like, guarding, and, like, people are really scared to open up, and that's fine if you think I'm intimidating, but, you know, like deep down, like, I always would have somebody's best interest at heart.
Terrifying, Blake Blossom. Terrifying.
Yeah, I think I just want to inspire more, like, not to be a fucking influencer, but I want to inspire more, like, people to have, like, more community. So I'm like, how can we do this? Like, can we maybe have, like, a little book club, like, we read 5 books a year, or just a different dialogue where we don't have to talk about, like, porn and sex constantly. We can talk about, like, makeup and maybe, you know, our personal goals and things that we feel like as women, and just have, like, a really safe space for the ladies in the industry.
Have you talked to the people that put on Fair?
There's a few people who don't like me who are part of Fair, so I don't ever want to go there.
Oh, that's a bummer. Like, cause
that's fine. It's very obvious, so I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking support y'all.
Well, that sucks because they are trying to do the right thing. Like, it sucks.
Well, you know what? That sounds a lot like fucking Christians who say we're trying to we love everybody, but fuck you if you're a whore, right? Yeah. So why are the people who are organizing that event so mean to the people or brush people off? I wouldn't say they're mean to me, but I would say they do brush me off, and they definitely don't. I take the time to introduce myself. I don't care if you're crew, if I don't even know who the fuck you are. I'm like, hi, I'm Blake. What's your name? What are you here for? Like, hey. Like, I just hate that, like, rude vibe. Like, it does not make me want to give you any dollars. I don't want to work for you. I don't want to be on set for you. I don't want to be naked around you. I don't want to be vulnerable. But we'll talk.
Yeah,
but
we'll spill that tea off.
But imagine if there was, like, a space that, like, literally nobody judged anybody, and, like, it didn't matter if, like, you didn't like that girl or she did whatever the fuck. You come, and it's like,
well, but that's how it should be. That is like,
zero tolerance on that.
That's how it should be. But unfortunately, the nature of the beast is there's always someone who's insecure. There's always someone who's projecting that shit.
And that's what I want to bring up is, how do we get rid of our insecurities, guys? Like, what are you feeling so insecure about? Oh, me too. That's what we're missing. And it's not just being like, oh, you're so pretty, I want to be pretty too. Like, it's so much deeper. It's like, I want to feel valued as a woman. Like, I want to feel appreciated. I want to show that I'm also kind and loving. And, like, there's so many ways that I think the girls in the industry could really band together and, like, really help each other. So I want to get a little bit towards that in the next couple of years.
That would be awesome. But once again, some of that is just trauma responses.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll break it up. We'll host some brunches or some shit.
Well, and
Some just icebreakers. That's all we need is icebreakers.
people have to recognize that it's a problem to try to work on it. Like you and I both know there are some people that don't even recognize what they're doing as trauma responses.
Then they can't come.
Well, but then they're going to talk shit.
But if then they're going to talk to the group,
they're going to talk shit that you're excluding them at that point.
No, we don't talk about it. No, but see, I guess I want to have more of like a church that's not like talking about anything other than like building us up as like, strong women, and maybe the men can have their own thing that they can also inspire. I think it'd be definitely a really good idea. So maybe I'll do that. I think there's also a lot of girls who are feeling like, oh, I want to be so creative and I just feel like stuck. So maybe, bringing other people together and they're like, oh my God, wait, you like to dance too? Let's fucking make up a whole choreography right now. Right? Why don't we have a dance team? Where's our pom team? Like, why don't we have a yoga group? Right?
Yeah.
That's like what I thought porn was. Like, all these girls go get their buttholes bleached together. Everybody's gonna go get their nails done, and then they're all gonna go suck dick. Like, that's literally what I thought.
It does happen in small little cliques here and there. Like in small friend circles, that does happen.
Invite me, bitches.
Like, Blossom, are you saying no one will go get their asshole bleached with you?
Nobody's ever asked.
That is tragic. I'm not offering, but that's tragic.
I don't know if I need it bleached that bad. Maybe just a little touch up.
I mean, I definitely do, but it's cool.
Take a weed whacker before we bring any bleach down there.
That too. As I've said on air multiple times.
You're a very hairy man, I can tell.
It's kind of a mullet. Like it's it's short in front, but it's party in the back at the moment.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's an exit only hole. I'm not trying to be like, yo. I'm not trying to bring business back there.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways.
Blake's like, enough about Matt's asshole. Holy shit. This is not where I wanted to go.
Well, I'm just saying, like, my perception of what I thought porn was versus what it's come to. I mean, granted, it's changed since I've been in. I think it's really improved in a lot of ways. There's more women directors and a lot more creative stuff really coming out. I'm really, really excited for Brie Mills' new. Did you see the trailer for it? For Birth?
No, I haven't seen the.
Holy fuck. Casey's the lead in it with Seth. Oh my God. Legit.
Full names the audience may not know.
Casey Calvert, Seth Gamble, Brie Mills. I'm pretty sure it's for adult time.
It has to be. If Brie's involved,
It's fucking insane. The editing of the trailer, Michael Vegas showed it to me, and I said, actually, wait, go back to that freeze frame. What the fuck is that? Legit. And I was like, wow, this is what I like to see. This is what's pushing boundaries. This is what's fucking cool. This is what's gonna make porn cool again. I'm tired of everybody being like, you're just a fucking OnlyFans girl. I'm like, girl, no, give me a fucking script. Put me up there. I'll do some improv. We can act. Give me a chance. Scissors I had a little bit, but still the fucking
They should have put you on camera more.
I will second that.
My 2 cents.
I could have definitely had a bigger role, so maybe I'll really integrate myself in the next movie I write.
What's stopping you from making more shit yourself?
You know, in the Mr. Bean movie, when Willem Dafoe is like, he's like the director, writer, producer, talent, casting, and like the whole intro to the movie is just like his like fake name. Like, that's gonna be my movie.
What is fucking stopping you, Blake?
Directed by Blake, starring Blake, casted by Blake, audio by Blake.
I will ask you a third time. What is stopping you?
I need a team. No, okay.
You're in Vegas.
No,
you could
really
definitely hire.
build my
You could
scripts.
definitely hire fucking people.
No, because like what I like to do is definitely do like fun twists, and I love Agatha Christie. I like M. Night Shyamalan. I like who else has really crazy stories? There's this one fucking crazy book I read by what's her name? Karen Slaughter. My God, that was crazy. It was so many twists. But like that's like as much as I like want to make porn, like I want to make really scary stuff too.
What's stopping you? The fuck stop me?
That just the quality of the scripts. I have ideas and then I just like kind of let them sit and I just like put them on the back burner.
Are you
Because
at
they're
least
not good enough. They're not good enough to like.
Yeah, but are you at least committing like pen to fucking paper? Are you at least writing them out?
Oh, for sure. I have this one VR scene that I'm writing right now that I'm like, honestly, like, do I even fuck in this? Because it's so fucking scary. Like, I don't know. Like, should I? Should I have it as an option? Like, I mean,
cut 2 versions of it.
Well, yeah, it depends on the script. It depends on the script.
You're the one writing it.
I know, but see, that's me. I get like down. I'm like, but like we could just have a scary one. But then I'm like, but porn would sell.
Then do both. Do 2 cuts.
True. I've been wanting to find a graveyard and shoot in a graveyard, but obviously there's a lot of weird paranormal things that happen at graveyards. So I don't know. Camera might not work or
I know you almost broke my camera.
I know.
On a podcast.
Again, no, cameras always stop working around me, but
which is really counterproductive to your job. Really counterproductive.
Dude, when they're like, "Can you go back to that position the camera cut?" How? I don't know. It just cut. I'm like, that's just freaky.
Just like double checking your camera's still recording.
Right? No, I guess I have. I've been to the haunted museum, so I guess I was inviting spirits. But
stop, Blake. Stop bringing spirits into my house.
Yeah, no.
Oh, why do I keep inviting you back?
You know
why?
Why? I just watched The Omen and The Omen 2, right? So I really like the religious horror. It's actually really fucking scary because I don't know anything about it. So I'm like, why is he freaking out? Like that he doesn't want to go to the fucking church. Like what? And then when he's in there, dude, oh my God. And they're just like the chanting, the Gregorian chants, it's so just like, I don't know, it makes me feel like there's bricks on my chest. Oh, fuck. Is doing nun shit, like, not nun shit, is dressing as a nun for porn, is that blasphemy?
Yeah, but you have to believe in religion for that to matter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm a fucking atheist.
I mean, religion is a construct we've created, right? Just like marriage.
Yeah, marriage is a little more real because the government gets involved.
But isn't religion? I mean, you have books you worship. I could worship the fucking.
I mean, you can worship anything you fucking want. You could worship
the Fanta fucking.
You could worship a pizza if you really wanted to.
Actually, that's really funny. Like if someone like worshipped like a manual to something. Where's my phone?
Like
that's so funny. Like someone finds like a manual and they're like, "This is God. This is Jesus." It's a manual to something.
I would put $100 down on it right now. I would bet $100 right now that
it's already been made.
Well, not even that. I would bet $100 that there are dudes that are worshiping you like you're the Lord and Savior.
Well, where the hell are you guys at? Okay, because you need to make yourself fucking known.
You really want to?
It's the same 30 people on Twitter. I know who you are, y'all. I talked to you. Gotta expand the room a little bit.
Hey, the flock's got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I like to maintain my like porn star vibe where I'm like, you have to watch me on camera. I don't like doing live shows anymore. People ask me to do weird stuff.
You don't say.
I think I told you about the fucking guy with a girl and he came on her. I was like, okay, just come on a girl on a fucking video. Like no warning. So weird. That's so funny. The manual to some technology. Yes, to some appliance, and then they want to worship it as Jesus. Oh my God, that's funny.
Almost all of us
are
just looking for some fucking meaning, and unfortunately, people find it in weird fucking places. I am sure there are dudes that are just like, "Yep, Blake Blossom's my Lord and Savior."
I don't know. I do follow the Church of Emma Hicks on Twitter, so shout out Emma Hicks. I'm a follower of her church.
It's a whole pyramid scheme. The followers of Blake Blossom are following the Church of Emma Hicks. It's a giant pyramid scheme.
Right. Except you don't have to buy any of our products.
I mean, no one's mad if you
dedicate 5,000 hours of your life to watching me.
Is there 5,000 hours of your content out there?
Maybe. I've done a lot of scenes. My VR scenes are like 2 hours sometimes. So that's like hitting them deep.
How many years have you been in?
5.
5 years. So that's 1,700 days.
Okay. Where's my calculator? No, but if you think about like all the other content and like, if you think of like, I've cut shorter videos of my videos. So technically I'm like double dipping on every single video. So it could be more.
No, it definitely could be. It definitely could be. Like, that's a lot.
Right? Add the like math equations to my brain right now.
What post work do you want me to do on the show?
I love memes. Oh my God. I want to make a TikTok so bad, but I'm terrified.
Like, just like, Matt, do all the post work. Like, I know you can, just do the post work.
Yeah, just edit me and like put me in a green screen and then like give me a latte. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be a really good PA if I ever have a production team.
Oh my God.
Or would you rather run audio? Ooh, or would you rather run lighting or camera?
I don't know. Well, what's the rates? I'm here for money.
You tell me your rate.
I'm here in pornography for money.
Working hard for money. Doesn't matter if it's pornography or not, right?
Oh, no. I'm in entertainment for money. Yeah. Like,
okay.
I was never a person who wanted to be fucking famous. Like,
really? You know what song I was listening to over here? When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to have boobies. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm glad I got fucking boobs. I'd be miserable right now if I had no fucking boobs. I'd definitely buy big fucking tits. Like, I get it, guys. I totally get it.
They make the world go round. They do.
That's fat bottom girls.
Also make the world go round.
Yeah, no BBL over here. I'll never do that, but.
Why not?
I don't want to gain that much weight. You have to have a lot of fat. Depends on how they harvest it as well, but
from orphans. Just take it from orphans.
Oh, just Fight Club it. Just buy it in a bag.
They did not buy it. They stole that shit.
Or stole it. Sorry.
They liberated that fat.
Gosh, that's so nasty. That movie has one of the best twists. I really enjoy that movie.
You ever read the book?
No. The Audible books I'm reading right now are well, I guess I don't even read books. I'd listen to them. But you know what I've been doing? I've been listening to my Stephen King book, The Institute, and playing Sudoku at the same time. And I feel like I'm on fucking crack. Literally, I'm like, this is amazing. Like those videos when it's like someone's saying something at Reddit AMA and then Subway Surfers at the bottom and you're just like locked in and you're like, yeah, I know every fucking word this person's saying. And yep, go to the left, go to the right, up. Yeah. It's like that with Sudoku because I figured it out. When I listen to words, I can do numbers. So I can do an expert Sudoku in like 15 minutes, less than.
Oh, shit. Look at you.
The weird things the brain will accomplish, right?
It's just weird that like this fucking couple pounds of Jell-O in our skulls will just, accomplish all these things.
Yes. Hello, brain.
It's fat and water. Like, why does it do this?
I know. That's why I said I've become such a nihilist. I'm like, what am I doing anything for? Like, what is my life for?
Assertism is the way to go. Do you know the difference between assertism and nihilism?
No.
So both are, none of this matters. Absurdism is, I might as well have a fucking good time with it. None of this matters. Nihilism is like, I might as well be sad about it because none of this matters.
Ah, okay.
I definitely
am a sad clown at heart, I will say.
I definitely eschew nihilism at times, but I try to steer towards absurdism. It's just like, no, I'm not making it out of this alive. This is the whole show. I don't believe in the afterlife. I don't believe in God. I might as well have the best fucking time out with this I possibly can.
Yeah. You're like, whatever, bring it on.
None of us are making it out of the life. None of this is fucking promised.
Yeah, I feel like you would be such a good game character. I would want to like play you in life because you'd just be like, I don't give a fuck. And you'd just be like swinging your sword around, just going level through level. That'd be you. You know, I'm in a video game, right?
I know. That dropped recently?
The Kickstarter actually drops in 3.5 hours.
Oh, shit. Look at that timing.
I know. Good segue.
Like you've done this show before.
Oh my God. I have good media training.
Well, that makes one of us.
I'm just kidding. I don't. But yes, Mystery Kink. Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo?
I mean, I'm a fan of Velma.
In what context? Bound and gagged?
Whoa. Do I look like I'm wearing a rubber mask? That's some villain shit right there.
Yeah.
Wow, like that's what you think of me?
That's like classic Sunday morning cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, but like I just the first thought that came to your mind is me tying up random women. Like
No, that's just a huge fetish with Daphne and Velma is because they're always fucking bound and gagged like, oh my god,
I
Fred.
mean, to be fair, actually Daphne's much more my jam, but
Yeah, Daphne Blake. That's another reason why I chose the name Blake because she's so cool. I love Daphne Blake. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe I don't know if I get like free game keys or anything, but I want you to play the game and you should
okay.
play as me. My boobs will be bouncing on Big Bounce Beach. And then we can go pour you some little single malts in Deep in Her Kraken bar.
Awkward. Just like, look at me. I played Blake. Her tits are just bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Easter eggs in the game too. Yeah, Pinhead's in there and like in the bar, so you can have like a drink with Pinhead. And there's a couple really cool levels in the game.
What the fuck is this game about? Because we were just talking about random concepts.
Yeah, that's fine. I know it's part of you. I want you guys to look it up, but it's basically this point and click game it's an adventure comedy horror game. So there's pretty much all facets to it. There's like some scary parts, there's some like jump scares, there's some comedy parts, there's really funny dialogue. But the main point of the game is you can play as me or Kiki or Nikki or Jewel, or you can play as
Are these
Vanilla.
other real people?
Yes, they're actual real porn stars, Jewel Denial, Kiki Dare, and Nikki Huntsman. And we all did voiceover on this project, and all of our characters are drawn like us. I mean, granted, I'd give mine a nose job, but that's just my body dysmorphia talking. I want to be drawn more sexy, but that's just me coming out. But
oh, the poor bodies.
I can't help it. I was just drawn that way, right? She's such a classic too.
Well, then, sorry, side tangent. It just reminds me of you being like, "Oh, Fat Blake." I'm like, that never existed.
Oh my god! People are telling me, "You gotta put some meat back on them bones, girl," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What? You guys are crazy." I'm like, I was 20 years old, like 5 years ago. Of course, I'm gonna look different.
Well, I know. I remember like one of the times we did the show, you made some comment about Fat Blake. I'm like, that was never a thing. That was
Unhealthy Blake. I'll say that. There was a time when I was definitely a little less healthier than I am now, but
yeah.
we still love her. Hey.
Still not really like.
No, I've never been like I guess over 150 pounds. So it's just as a young girl when you're around a lot of very thin people, and like I'm 5'7", so I'm not like the most petite girl, but they did tell me that my hands were really small, so I was like, oh, I like that compliment.
I mean, you are very tall for the industry.
Yes, and then I always wear my tall ass shoes so I can look down at everybody. But it's more so just so I can like look at like where everybody's at. I like being like a fucking FBI guy. I stand in the corner and I make sure I keep eyes on everybody in the room.
They're called investigators, Blake.
Whatever.
Investigators.
But I feel like them. Like I'm always like looking just because there's so many people there. And I'm always worried what people are thinking about me.
Why? Why would you be fucking worried about what people are thinking?
I gotta go to like some fucking retreat, guys. Please send me if you know a retreat that like helps you rewire your brain, or like my friend Michael Vegas, he told me I should do EMDR, the eye movement.
Okay.
It's a type of therapy that actually helps you work through like any trauma that you might experience that's super suppressed. So yeah, send me some stuff, guys. Let me know.
Ayahuasca. We'll just get you.
No, I don't want to do any psychedelics.
Why not?
I don't think it's for me. I've never done any. My mom actually did ayahuasca 4 years ago, and she didn't even throw up. Well, she was laying under the stars all night. She heard coyotes howling. She saw fucking shooting stars, and she's like, I heard the drums all night. We had the smoke and we drank the thing, and she didn't puke, but she also didn't remember driving home.
Well, she's like, definitely shouldn't have driven home.
I was like, what the hell? But
like, why judge it until you try it?
There's this sense of I have like really bad panic attacks and anxiety. So if I feel like I'm in danger, my brain goes into this like deep sense of panic, and I start being very erratic.
But people like John Hopkins uses fucking psychedelics for PTSD with soldiers.
Sure. I've done ketamine therapy in the past, but
How'd
I
that
don't
go?
it's fine. I think it's not something I can use as a crutch every time I get sad.
Well, nor should you.
Yeah, but that's kind of like it's not the way they like want you to use it, but it's definitely like in times of like crisis, they say definitely like do it. But I mean, I did the last one I did was in January, like during I was doing some before and after AVN. I had a lot of stress. But I don't know. I've definitely like really wanted to like live in my emotions the last 8 months or so.
Psychedelics can help with that, though.
I don't know what I would do if I started seeing shit move around. I don't know.
Enjoy it.
I don't know. I don't know if I could like release that and like enjoy it.
I would recommend if you decide to. I'm not pressuring you to do it.
Send me a book on it. Yeah, send me something.
Oh, I'll just give you,
How to be not scared.
I will just give you anecdotal evidence.
Psychedelics.
Like,
Well, no, because sometimes people say I freaked out and I drank 3 fucking cups of mushroom tea and I swam in the lake for hours, and I'm like, okay, I'm never doing mushroom tea. Like, what the fuck is that?
during the pandemic, I did a lot of mushrooms, a lot.
Yeah.
And there were like definitely, I remember one trip where it's like I'm by myself, I'm just chilling out, watching movies. I've done an eighth of shrooms by myself, and it was
Is
just
that
like
a lot?
that's a fair amount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's some people would consider that a heroic dose, but it's a fair amount.
Okay, is that for like you want to like ego death, like
No,
crash your
not quite,
psyche?
not quite that much, but
Okay.
it's definitely a macro dose.
Okay.
And I'm like sweating, and I'm just like, am I fucking dying right now?
That's exactly what I would think.
And I stopped for a second. I'm like, hey, dummy, you've done a lot of mushrooms. Your body will metabolize this. You'll be fine. Enjoy it.
Mm.
And in the moment, I was just like, fuck it. If I die, I die.
Whoa.
But it was just reminding myself, like, you did a bunch of mushrooms, you stupid shit. You'll be fine.
No, I talk myself out of doing mushrooms every time. I see them and I'm like, nah, it's not the right time for me.
Well, I would
I
recommend
jump off the fucking roof and be like, I can fly.
Well, no. Do it with someone you trust and be safe about it. Like, do it in a comfortable environment that you be
See,
safe.
like, what is it? You have to do it with somebody? Nobody's ever said that.
I do it by myself all the time, but I've also
Okay.
done it a lot. But yeah, the first time you definitely do it with someone you trust
Okay.
that you're comfortable with in a comfortable environment. Do it at home. Don't go out into the world.
Do I need to like baby proof my house? Like lock my scissors up? Like how crazy do they make you? Like do they make you see stuff?
They definitely can make you see stuff.
Okay, because I've seen 7 Perfect Strangers. That was pretty wild.
It definitely can make you see stuff. You don't need to. I've never felt the need to, baby proof my house. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go do mushrooms. Let me go lock my guns up.
Yeah. Okay. So they don't like depress you.
No.
Okay.
Exact opposite. Like it.
I don't like to fuck with my brain chemicals anymore.
Well, it's one of those things. Like, I feel like if you tried ketamine, you might as well try it once and see how it goes.
Oh my god, I would need to be like at a facility for sure and be like monitored.
Just
like
be around
like,
people
I'm
you
good.
trust. Do you not trust anyone?
I mean, I trust people, but like I don't even. That's why I don't even like to drink because I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna say. I'm just so like.
So who cares what you
crazy
say?
and wild.
Who cares what you have to say?
Well, I've seen the negative impacts of like what like me being drunk can do.
Like, if you're around people you trust, they'll let it slide off them. Like, as I used to say with a lot of my friends, like, everyone gets their turn to be the asshole. If it's not really a friendship, if one time you're a dick, we're done.
Yeah.
That was not really a friendship.
I have lots of growing to do in many aspects.
You're still mad young. You're still mad young.
I know, and I have all this pressure, but that's why I really focus on just like being a good porn star and like I don't really focus on like doing camming or like content as much anymore. I'm just really focusing on like what I feel like is my strongest aspect, and that's script based.
Well, you should be focusing on having a good life.
Yeah, but sometimes
work isn't it.
You're like, oh my god, I should be doing this so I can make more money, and someone should be running my OnlyFans, and someone should be doing blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, if I wanted to do that, I would have done it 4 years ago. If I really wanted to, I would have done it, and I don't.
In the grand scheme of things, they've proven with science there's a diminishing returns on money. The money equals happiness equation. at a certain point, money no longer buys happiness.
Mhm.
Like, once your needs are met and you have a little bit extra, money no longer buys happiness.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like I'm at. I wanna be, like, understood, I wanna be respected, like, even though I put myself out there, being naked and people find that, like, morally wrong.
Well, fuck them.
It's like, I just I'm just trying to find my way through life.
Well, everyone is. Everyone fucking is.
And that's what I forget and that's why I had an existential crisis because I was like, everybody has parents, and they have parents, and they have parents, and they have brothers, and they have sisters, and we all went to school, and we all are gonna die, and where are we all gonna go, and we're all gonna burn. Like, I literally just
We're all gonna burn.
Yeah, like, eventually, like, if you think about it, like, people,
You
like
believe in hell?
no, not necessarily, but, like, it's just, like, in terms of, like, if we are returned back to Earth, like, or the energy and our molecules, like, it just freaks me out. I get too sciencey, and I'm like, "Wait, like, what the fuck?" Like, I don't know.
No, I get that. I get that. I mean, that's why death freaks me out too. It's just like I can't wrap my brain around the non-existence of it.
But it's crazy because the more I watch horror movies and the more I see, like, death is, like, such a, like, core theme, and it's really, like, pure terror. Like, death is pure terror to, like, the human mind.
Because it's the complete unknown. No one has died and come back.
Mhm. There's people who say, like, medical miracles, like
Yeah, they're dead on the table.
in-betweeners, or what is it? Flatliners, that's what it is, not in-betweener.
Do you know Jessie Lee?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
She got in a car accident, right?
Yeah, and she was legally dead for a little while there.
Wow, I didn't know that. My God.
But
I remember that night when that happened, I was on set with somebody who was supposed to go meet her.
oh no,
Yes.
I think that's her more recent car accident.
Yeah.
The one where she died happened over a decade ago.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the one where she broke her jaw.
No. So Jessie got into a car accident in Exotic, New Jersey in 2010 or 2011.
Oh, wow.
And was like pronounced was dead for a little while there.
Wow. I had no idea. Wow. And they brought her back at the hospital?
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I don't think she's, found God over it. That's part of the reason it's fucking terrifying to me. It's like, oh, everything I consciously know will just be gone. It'll be like turning off a TV.
Yeah. That's another, like, really weird thing. I will say this though. When I went to go, so my brother got cremated. And when I went to go pick him up because the fucking crematory, like, was jerking my dick and, like, for 3 days, like, was like, "He's gonna be ready." I was like, "If you motherfuckers don't give me my fucking brother right now, today, before 5 PM, I am going to have serious, like, I might break into your office." I will say that.
Hold that thought for what's IDP.
But you know what's so fucking awesome about being alive and, like, experiencing the human experience is that there's all these movies that people have made about the human experience. And, like, there's really fucking, like, fucked up movies that are so sad that I've never even watched. And I watched this guy on TikTok. His name is Cinema Joe. He's amazing, and he reviews all the new movies, and he, like, really deep dives into, like, a bunch of different genres and, like, explains movies, like, so well. And he's really inspired me to, like, really, really, really take a different look at, like, cinema and filmmaking. And because porn it's like, people think it's like, oh yeah, they're just there with their fucking little camera going up and down, and it's like they have no idea all the production and just everything that goes into, like, building a website, the idea, the name, all the girls you want to get on there, the aesthetic. So
Oh yeah, no. The problem with the average consumer on most things in entertainment is they see the finished product. They don't know how the sausage is made, so they think it's easy. Like, oh, you just show up with a camera and fuck, right?
yeah, and that's why it's like, oh my God, like, I want to do so many more practical effects.
What
and,
is stopping you?
I guess I need to work with somebody to just really solidify my ideas. I think I'm very unconfident in some of my ideas.
Good. Be unconfident. Do it anyways and improve on it. Like, no one is a fucking expert on day one of their art.
See, and I hate that. I'm such a perfectionist.
I know you are.
I hate like fucking up. It really like.
It's not fucking up. It's trial and error.
Well, if you were raised by parents like mine, you're fucking up.
Guess what? You're an adult now. You're not in their house. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I know. It's hard to get out of that mindset.
Like, you only get better at it by doing the thing. Like, no matter the amount of planning, thought, or goes into it, or like how much you're consciously aware of like, this isn't necessarily right, until you do the thing and you get comfortable and do it often, you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
You're gonna make mistakes. So you might as well just fucking do it now and start making those mistakes so you in 2 years are better at it. Because if you just hem and haw like, well, I'm gonna plan, I'm gonna, you're never gonna do it.
Yeah,
just
and that's literally me. I'm like, wait, no, let me get my list. Wait,
why is no one kicking you in the fucking ass and be like, Blake Blossom, just fucking do it? Do you need me to text you every day and be like, just do it? Do you want me to? I will wake up whenever I wake up in the day and just start my day off by texting Blake Blossom. Just go fucking do it. Do you want me to do that?
I don't know. Maybe for the next week, can I hire you?
You don't have to hire me. I think we're cool enough that I will just do that pro bono.
Agreed. We'll shake on it.
Yeah, I will happily, when I roll out of bed, start my day off with, Blake, just go do the thing. Just go fucking do the thing. You have the resources, the talent, the fucking following. What's stopping you? You are getting in your own fucking way.
Yeah.
If it's not perfect and these fucking anonymous people on the internet talk shit about it, they don't fucking matter. They still watched it. They still fucking consumed it. They don't fucking matter. At the end of your life, should regret what you didn't do, not what you did do.
Yeah.
Like, one of the biggest bummers, like, I'm sorry, this is all very fresh, but like one of the biggest bummers about my buddy who died, he talked for years about like going to do stand-up comedy, like do open mics. He did like 1 or 2 open mics in his whole fucking life. Went to his fucking grave, never fucking really trying to do the thing. So why the fuck are you waiting?
Yeah. I think the grief has definitely overwhelmed me, but I got a recent kick of inspiration, so.
See, the grief should be what inspires you because none of it is fucking promised. Do the fucking thing.
Yeah. It's just so, when you don't know.
It's scary. It's scary.
Because I like truly, I don't know what happened to him. Like I can guess and I can make an assumption based off of the evidence, but I mean, I don't know if I'll ever know what happened in those 3 minutes.
I mean, that's terrifying, and that's not what I was implying.
Oh no, that's okay.
That's not what I was.
No, but it's yeah. I just recommend everybody like really just if you are, you know, if you have a brother or sister out there, just give him an extra tight hug from me, okay?
This is from Blake.
Yeah.
Not in the weird browser step way, though.
God, no. Please, no. Gosh. There's certain scenes that I'm like, don't ever bring that up to me, please. I immediately just am like...
Blake, go do the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Bring your ideas to fruition.
Yes. I am scared of failure. I will say that. I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of disappointing people.
Who would be disappointed?
A lot of people would. If I really fucked up, there's a lot of people.
What is really fucking up in your book?
If I like went to jail, if I like hit somebody with my car, like got a DUI, like
that's not doing the thing.
I'm just saying in general, like if I like something like
no, like the positive things, the creative things that you are not pulling the trigger on.
I guess I open myself up to judgment, but to be Blake is one thing, but to show my real side and like things that I truly like and like want to put out there, like I would love to be a beauty and fragrance reviewer. I would love to talk about it all day. I know so much, but I don't know. Do people want to see me or do they just want to see the product and hear my voice?
There's only one way to find out.
But I wonder, like, putting my face out there, like, am I hurting people because I'm in porn and like if I'm on another platform and like
how would you be hurting people?
Just like for like younger people, like seeing like my content. Like if you like go and search out my porn, that's one thing. But like if I were to create other content in a sense, wouldn't I be essentially just trying to make content to boost my porn career? In a sense, that's exactly what I'm doing because it exists in me. Maybe that's not my main goal, but I read TikTok comments and they crucify those girls on there. Oh, you're fucking OnlyFans comments.
Yeah, but
and I don't like. I want to have a good positive. I want to have a good positive community on my page. Like if I make it, so it's like this big debate. Do I put my face on there or no?
What's your intent? What is your intent? What is Blake Blossom's intent with doing this content?
I mean, I don't know if I find a lot of security in the way I look, and I know that brings people's attention to me. But so I don't know if my content would be strong enough if my face wasn't in it.
Well, I'm not talking about your face enough. Why do you want to do that content? Because it would make you happy? It'd be
I genuinely like it. I genuinely want to talk to other people about it.
Then everything else doesn't fucking matter.
But that's the thing is like I'm Blake Blossom on a side of the internet.
Yeah, so what?
And so why it's just like I'm bringing like I don't know. I feel like this sense of like I feel bad. I don't know. I feel bad that I do porn now. I want to be like doing makeup.
But Blake, you were a nanny before. You weren't defined by being a nanny.
Yeah, but that wasn't public. Like you can look at me and doing crazy things all the time. So it's like, how would I really like have a brand deal with Dior if they're like, you're fucking a porn star? But that's what I'm saying is like the overall
Are you doing it to get a brand deal with Dior, or are you doing it for your own satisfaction because these things matter to you?
I'd say both. There's bigger things that I want to accomplish that I know having this platform would be great for, but I also know that putting myself out there like that would be inviting a lot of criticism that I don't know.
Fuck the critics.
Well, fuck, dude. It's really hard for me to like say fuck the critics.
I know.
It's really hard.
I understand that. It's a developed muscle.
I think it's because I'm a critic of myself. So it's like, I'm not going to fuck those.
They're going to say shit that you're already thinking? Is that what?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like when people like specifically like comment things that I'm thinking about, I'm like, oh God, I knew it. I knew it. Thank you. Like my friend Octavia, she's like, bitch, I get it. My fucking eye. Like, shut the fuck up.
I saw her post the other day.
My God. And I'm like, dude.
Speaking of another person I want to have on the show.
She's amazing. Yes. All these beautiful, beautiful people. And they're very insightful. And we always have deep conversations about like what porn means to us and like what it's done for our lives. And it's kind of crazy, like watching that movie, The Substance, and now being like, damn, like I guess I took a substance in a way, like joining porn, like can't go back.
No, you can't.
And in the movie, she can't go back.
But also, why limit yourself on the potential judgment of fucking people you don't know?
I have very weak parts of my mind. I'm strong in ways, but when I'm by myself, yeah, I'm not as strong. I need to work on those. But I think it comes from a point of being very like insecure about like my emotions and my feelings. And I'm always told to just like, shut up. You have 5 minutes to cry. Like as much as my mom like is amazing and I love her so much, she's like, you have 5 minutes to bitch and you're done. Like and it's been like that my whole life. My dad said, you know, like nobody gives a fuck why you're late. Okay, you're late. Like you need to not be late. Nobody cares about what you have going on.
For the record,
nobody
Blake
cares about
early.
you. No, but I in the rest, it's like I think about like, wow, like my parents really like shaped me to have a lot of anxiety and to have a lot of insecurities. So I found security in my sexuality. So I feel like without my sexuality, oh, something beeped.
Yeah, that's fine.
Without my sexuality, like who am I? And that's where the fear for starting the other stuff.
You're still a very intelligent person who has shit to say. So
yeah,
hate to break that to you.
Yes, sometimes it's. I get it. Like when these ladies are like, oh, it's hard for women to work their way up. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Well, I'm doing porn, so it's like a completely different aspect. But now I think of it like, dang, if I like started a lingerie brand or, you know, did some collab with some other makeup brand and came out with my own lip gloss collection or something like that, like would they rarely do collabs with people who are barely in controversy. So why would they?
If you pitch that collab to whatever company.
Like Jeffree Star, me and Jeffree Star would have the craziest makeup collab.
Like you pitch that collab, you pitch it, right? And they say no. Where are you? You're exactly where you are right now. What the fuck's stopping you?
Rejection.
Oh my God.
I hate it.
They fucked
I'm
up.
failing. How do I get over that? Is that like, do I need to do more self-help? I read this one book called Unfuck Yourself, and I've listened to it like 4 times, and it's not unfucked me at all.
Well, as I said, it takes time. It's to develop muscle. I'm fucking almost 20 years older than you. Like, it's at 24, I definitely had a lot of the same shit, and if not worse than you got going on with self-esteem and all that fun shit. Time, experience. But I'm saying, as an old fucking man, like, these people don't. Their fucking opinion doesn't matter. Their negative opinion. If you wouldn't take their advice, why would you take their judgment?
Well, that's the problem. Is sometimes I would think that they might be right, especially if they say something I'm already thinking.
Well, yeah, for sure. You just have to be like, why are they saying this? You're a successful creator. You're successful in this industry, right?
I believe so.
How much time do you spend in the day going to hate on random other people?
Never. I guess
that's exactly.
Yeah, I'm like never.
Successful.
I'm like, if somebody's posting crazy shit, I'll send it to like Angel and Octavia and be like, is she posting shit on her body? Like, what the fuck?
Right. Successful, happy people don't have time in the day to fucking hate on random people that they don't know.
Yeah, like I've never left a nasty comment. I love some of my TikTok comments blow up on my burner because they're so funny and like just so sweet.
Right. So why would you be negatively affected by someone who is so unhappy with their fucking life that their only solace, their only attempt to find a joy is to bring you down?
I don't know. It's really hard for me to like. It's always been hard for me to not listen to the comments and to critics.
As I said, it's a developed muscle. Because believe me, when I started being front facing, because I spent so much of my career being a behind the scenes person. Oh, I wanted to fight people every time they challenged me in the comments. I wanted to fucking fight. And it just took me like taking a step back, like, oh, they don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And
sometimes I'm like, who is this person? Like, I'm like, this is some random guy like sitting at a fucking desk job somewhere who's just pissed
fucking
off at his
miserable.
wife or some other shit.
Or he feels pissing you off and getting an emotional reaction from you is the only way that Blake Blossom will pay attention to him.
Yes, I get a lot of rage baiters that try to say weird shit to me, and sometimes it does make me super fucking angry, and I'll go on like I have like probably like 3,000 people blocked on Twitter. Yeah, because it's that many like crazy people. But that's why I don't do lives anymore. I don't do any like I just made a new Instagram like the other day.
Oh shit, I gotta go follow you.
Give me a Blake X on Instagram.
Go follow you. Are you following me?
No, I'm only following AVN in my fan account. Hey, shout out fan account. Love you. But now I'll follow you.
Aw, just peer pressuring you.
If I meet you, I'll follow you. I'm just kidding.
Well, we have met before, Blake. I hate you.
Have we? What's your name again?
There's video evidence that we've met before. There's video fucking evidence of that.
Oh my gosh. But I am happy that I could bring you. I don't know if you can use these. I don't care, but yes.
It's a little awkward for me.
If you want to, or I'll sign them for you. You could just bring them over as props. You could just show them off to your civilian buddies. But yes, I'm very proud. Yeah, there's not very many people that get to be chosen as a Fleshlight girl. So it's one of the things on my bucket list that I've always wanted, is to be, this is the definition of being immortalized. Same with Mystery Kink, same with being in Scissors and being on Porn for the Internet. It really drives home that I'm going to exist for a long time.
I fucking hope so.
And people could literally have sex with me for literally ever, I guess, is until this product doesn't, I don't know. It's fucking Steve will find some way to make new technology. Oh.
I will re-gift your pussy to someone.
No, you don't have to do that.
Well, I'm not gonna fuck it.
Well, then just keep it here for like
aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic. Where it will put them on top of the fridge.
Just the aesthetic of Blake's parts.
Yeah, I'll sign the boxes. But yeah.
Yeah.
I love them.
Sorry, Blake. Like it's
No, that's fine. I'm like, I don't know what you like. You can.
Well, no, it's just be weird. Like
Mina's toys. These are, you gotta have the little. It comes with some stuff in here. It is easy to clean, but
it'd just be real awkward. Like, yeah, Blake, you felt great. Like, what? That's weird.
It says my favorite sex position is missionary on here.
What is your... No, wait a minute. Stop. I don't ask those fucking questions. I always break my own fucking rules. Stop. No.
Oh. I'm not sure if that's correct.
I hope you know.
Maybe. I would probably in that day whenever I...
You're just lying to the fleshlight people. You're like, yeah, missionary's cool.
Yeah, I just put missionary.
Deep eye contact the whole time.
Something sweet. That's probably what I say. Oh, let me just say something sweet like missionary.
I just want deep eye contact the whole time.
Oh my God. And I'll start crying. Oh.
Y'all cry and come together.
No, I don't usually come when I fuck. I like to come in private. It's very rare.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's just there's different levels of it. There's like, double stimulation, and there's like if you have like a dick involved, then it's like obviously like much different sensation, but
well, it's still a bummer that you're not getting off in real life while you're having sex with people.
My doesn't work anymore like that. I don't know.
It's a bummer.
Well, ever since I got into porn, I just realized like I don't really have a lot of feeling down there or in my boobs. Like obviously I played up for the camera. Like,
oh yeah.
Sorry I said that, but
well, obviously it's a performance, but like that's still a bummer that like
you're I don't
get
know.
off in real life.
No, I think there's just well, recently I will say I have found something that does mentally really stimulate me, and I literally love it, and it's doing BDSM on men. Yeah, I just recently did a scene for kink, and like every day I think about it, and I'm like, Jesus fuck.
Are you trying to reenact that shit in real life?
Marcelo. I won't tell anybody if you want me to do stuff to you. You have to sign an NDA though. Cut the camera. No.
Like that's not my jam, Blake. And like, but I feel like my audience is like, dog, you're turning this down? What the?
No, I don't even ask for it. Oh my God.
Oh, whoa.
But I'm
wait, you just like offered. I was not offering to pay you. Fuck, like.
Look at me, always a businesswoman.
You're just like,
such an entrepreneur.
Well, that was just a bait and switch. Like, I would do that too. Yeah, like, oh, by the way, you owe me
for another 10 minutes. Sorry.
By the way, you owe me a bunch of money. Like I'm
Actually, these fleshlights are going to cost you $150 each.
Coolsies.
I'm just kidding.
Those are $200 Fantas.
We're even.
But are you trying to explore that shit in real life? Like, are you?
I mean, I don't do that to Dan at all. I don't want anybody to think that I'm doing any of that shit to Dan. I mean,
well, no.
That's the thing is like
consensually,
I like big men like Dan, who have like just a big stature, like big cock, just big like energy vibe. Like those are kind of the only people. Like you definitely have to be like physically dominating over me to like really get me into submissive vibes. But most of the content I do is like camera focused. So it's like, what's sexier on camera? A girl can be like, let me suck your dick. Or just seeing a dick. Just
like, I'm asking about real life without a camera.
Yeah. We've been doing some different stuff. I've been exploring some butt stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Because I told you my pussy like doesn't work anymore. Like it doesn't work like the same as like I feel like other people's do.
Well, that's a bummer. Have you seen a doctor yet?
I already know it's depression. Oh no!
You definitely need mushrooms.
You need to go on Zoloft. They try to put you on some more shit. They'd be like, you need to be on Zoloft or
Wellbutrin. You need some fucking mushrooms.
I don't know. Champignons.
Like, it's a good reset switch for the old depression.
Maybe I just need to go do another little ketamine round. I've recorded myself doing them, and it's so. Maybe I need to watch those again. Every time I watch those, I remember like. Yeah, that made me feel good. Would you do it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty strong.
That's fine.
Yeah, you could handle it.
Yeah.
You go really out of your body before?
Like I do a lot of mushrooms.
Oh. Should you be journaling this?
No.
Oh.
Every time I trip hard, I feel like I'm saying such profound shit. And a couple times I've taped myself. I'm like, oh no, I was just high.
Oh. Interesting.
Because I start waxing philosophy and like
shit.
my own like philosophical thoughts on shit, and then just everyone's like, "Oh no, Matt, you were just fucking high there. You were just fucked up."
Yeah, I'm a little high now, but I'm doing a hybrid, so I'm more chill.
It's good. Like
yeah, after watching that movie earlier, I keep thinking about it. Oh my God.
Like, why would you want a raw dog life?
Well, I understand that people need to experience times of soberness in their life. I want to be extremely sober before I have a baby. I want to be like off weed, be like really mentally stable for like a good year.
Why?
Because I don't want to be like I was a nanny and children really like I really get to that point where I'm like, "Oh my god, fucking stop, please." So it's like I need to like really do that like inner work, and cuz I don't want to be an angry mother or like a mean mother. I don't want to be that. I want to be calm and a place of like, rest for the
How soon
child.
do you want to start having kids?
Well, if you think about it, like I genuinely want to have kids probably in like 6, 7, 8 years from now, my like early mid 30s around there. So it's like I need to plan out some aspects of that, long term, but definitely for my inner self. Like I don't want to be I'm very quick to anger. I do have a lot of anxiety and obviously those things have been exacerbated by my brother's death, but those are core parts of my personality that I'm like, I really don't want to be a yeller, but I love to yell. So I need to like, I can't be stressed out with a fucking baby,
Yeah, but
having
children
extreme
are nothing.
postpartum depression,
Children are
and
nothing but
picking
fucking
your,
stress.
but like also having like a very strong foundation in a relationship with someone who you're having a baby with. Like that's also something that I'm thinking about, long term. Like who do I want as my father and, as my child's father and, making sure that we have the same page of like what we want because it's like, why, like, what am I doing all this for? Like, granted, I want to be like Blossom forever, but like, and I will, but there's a point in my life when I would like to have a family and to have children. And I don't want to carry the same like bad habits or toxic vibes that
Generational trauma.
that too. So I want to have a very like clear understanding of like I'm really into like the gentle parenting movement. I really really enjoy that. I watch a lot of videos and it makes me like feel like fuck, I wish I had somebody who was like gentle parenting me and just being like, wow, like let's really talk and sit and think about your emotions right now. Like what are you really feeling? Like sometimes I don't even know how to like process my emotions and I end up like yelling and like raging and then like an hour later I'm like, "Oh my god. Why was I so upset? That was crazy." And I don't want to be like that and be scary to my kids. Or just imagine me, like, pregnant. Just imagine, like, the hormones and,
That's
like
terrifying.
right? So it's like, I don't ever wanna be that, like, terrifying pregnant lady. I wanna be that sweet, calm, happy, like, truly
What happens if you
blissful.
can't accomplish that?
I know it's doable. I
I
know
mean,
it's
it's
doable. I've
doable,
seen
but
other people do it. I know it's not, like it's not 100% bliss, and there's gonna be, like, bumps in the road, but I don't know. I'm very paradoxical. It's that thing of like always seeking a positive experience as a negative experience. That's me. But I just have a lot of high hopes for the
well,
future.
you have to.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like I don't want to be doing stuff now that like in the future is going to really jeopardize like my family in a sense.
What else could you be doing that would jeopardize
Like
your
imagine if I was doing like really racist, like crazy shit online, like
Well, that's just not cool no matter what. That's just not cool.
yeah, but like sometimes people are like, "Oh, or I'm just doing it for clicks," or they like think they don't really like think through scenes they're doing, or like obviously we push the boundary and push the limits on what's acceptable in sexual relationships in the industry. So it's like I just want to make sure that if I'm raising like two girls, that I have like a very strong foundation.
Is that what you want, 2 girls?
No, I just for some reason I was thinking about that the other day. Like, damn, if I have like two little girls and they like saw me, like, would they be proud of me? Like, would they? And they would right now. They really would because I've stuck my ground. I have amazing products with an amazing company. I have AVN who's given me 9 awards. I have XBiz who's awarded me a bunch. All these people like see the goodness in
I've
me,
had you on 3 times.
right? Like you see. So it's like but it's because like granted I can do my job well, but obviously there's something about me that like people enjoy. And so that's just like what I want to make sure is sticking around. So, but
But
that's why I'm like so scared to fuck up because I feel like where I'm at right now is so amazing.
like, there's nothing wrong with fucking up. Not learning from the mistakes is the problem.
But if I can plan and like not fuck up.
Yeah. Best laid plans of mice and men. fuck ups are going to happen. Like,
I know everything. It's the law. What is that? The law of chaos, where anything that will happen, or anything that can happen, will happen.
So just try to learn from the mistakes. Like, if you keep making the same mistake over and over again, that's the problem. The people that stay in abusive relationships when they know it's abusive and they're like, this person's no good for me, but they stick around because they promised me this time it's going to get better. And then they don't. That's the mistake. Not putting your trust in someone that you want to love isn't a mistake. When they continue to do the same behavior and show you who they are and you stick around for it, that's the mistake. Or just repeating the same thing over and over again, that's the actual mistake.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like stuck in a karmic loop where I'm like constantly like being in this
Then don't.
like loop, and it feels like I'm slightly emerging from the water. I feel
Good.
like I do have my head above water in that aspect. It's just interesting to think about. Like, damn, I've been doing this for 5 years. What's another 5 gonna look like?
Who knows? Who knows
Yeah.
what the industry will look like in 5 years?
Yeah,
OF may have fully abandoned creators by then. Who knows? They
they
almost
might
did
sign
once.
this fucking crazy bill in.
We may all have to move to Europe.
Yeah, bonjour, bonsoir.
You going to France?
Champagnon, fromage. I don't even, whatever.
You going to France if we have to all bail?
I do enjoy the French people, even though they don't really, well, where I was at, they didn't like me.
Where were you at?
I was in Corsica.
Oh, okay.
Nobody there like knew a lot of English, and I didn't know a lot of French, so I was like, this is fucking not good. But I would say, no, I'd prefer Amsterdam. Amsterdam's good. I was just there for a week. It's very chill.
Amsterdam is not my jam.
Really? I would just want to live on like one of those right on the canal
Like
with
one
like
of the
all the
houseboats?
windows. No. Like in the historic houses that are but now that I'm thinking, the historic houses aren't allowed to have air conditioning.
Plus, the food sucks. The food sucks in Amsterdam.
I'd bring my own food.
Not if you live there forever.
I'd bring it. I'd ship shit over. I'd be like, bring me that fucking Taco Bell. dry freeze that shit.
The food sucks in Amsterdam. I was so disappointed when I was there.
No, I literally only ate McDonald's and pizza for a week. I lost like 8 pounds. I was really hungry. They gave me a freaking cheeseburger with a slice of ham. I said, what the fuck is this? Ham?
Oh, see,
Cheeseburger?
if you go back, there's a steakhouse called Cannibal Royale, which is actually pretty rad.
Okay.
Like-
well, see, the steak in Europe is very gray. It's not this Texas
it's
Longhorn.
It's not filled with carbon monoxide to make it red, because that's all like post-processing shit to make our meat really red.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't naturally look like that.
Oh, I thought that was just like the Texas Longhorn or like
No,
whatever
that is-
steaks were eaten.
The FDA allows you to like pump the meat with carbon.
Oh, it's like what they were doing the chicken breasts. Oh, okay. Well, everything's fucking tainted here.
No.
But I will say, Fanta has high fructose corn syrup, so
that might be Mexican Fanta. That may actually be cane sugar.
even better. Even better. The shit they had in fucking France was diabolical. It was sparkling grape juice. I needed a hit of some
American.
Fanta.
American.
Yeah,
Fanta's technically
the red-tailed hawk sound. Dun, 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 dun,
I mean,
dun.
Fanta's technically Nazi drink, but
Is it?
oh, you don't know the history of Fanta?
Gosh, I just want to like one thing without it being problematic.
Well, it's not really problematic. It's just historic. So
Okay. Good to clarify.
when Nazi Germany declared war on everybody, they nationalized all the Coca-Cola factories in Germany, and then they turned them into Fanta. So, like, Nazi Germany really created Fanta.
Well, they don't allow homeschooling in Germany for a reason. I will say that. They do not want that to continue. The German government knows what's up.
They do. But yeah,
I'm part German. I'd love to go.
you never been?
Mm-mm.
Oktoberfest is a blast.
Definitely.
It's happening right now. I'm really bummed. I need to go back.
But like I like Oktoberfest. I'm thinking about when I went in Arizona, and it was just a lot of beer. I remember
So,
a lot of bratwurst.
like, real Oktoberfest in Munich,
Mm-hmm.
yes, there is a ton of fucking beer, but it is so much more about the food.
Oh, okay.
unless you have a reservation at a tent, you have to negotiate with every doorman to get into the beer tents. And the first question is always, are you eating? Because they're locked in on how much they can charge per beer, but they can charge whatever they want for food.
Oh.
So it's all, and I was there in 2017. It's like, it's so fucking well. It's like roast duck, sausages, schnitzel, like I don't know how they did it.
Pretzels, like very in like
a giant fucking pretzel that was not hot, but it was crunchy on the outside and chewy in the middle. It was so I dream about that pretzel.
Ooh. Maybe next year.
Honestly, the move is get 10 people together because then you can make a reservation in a tent.
Oh.
You have to like mail the landlord of the tent about a year out to get a reservation.
Wow. So this is like a long process.
Yeah. Or you have to negotiate with people.
Dang.
But it's a carnival. There's rides.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that I went to was like at ASU. So it was like they had like a little wiener dog racing contest. Like it was.
Oh, no. The one in Munich has rides.
Yeah.
But if you want to go next year, I'm in.
Let's do it.
Like I will don the Lederhosen again.
Lederhosen. Ich bin eine Frau.
Well, and also that's the other thing that like no one warned me about before going to Oktoberfest. Like the Germans are horny because the traditional like.
What do you've never heard of the German amputee porn?
No, but like.
What do you mean the German fucking clubs, dude? What?
Well, okay, like the traditional like Fraulein costume.
Sure.
That you wear to Oktoberfest and shit.
Yeah, the little like beer garden lady.
Yeah. So depending on where you tie your ribbon around your waist denotes if you're single or not.
Okay, kind of like cruising.
Yeah, this is like single, relationship, or like not looking. I think is the 3 positions.
Oh.
So it's just like, oh shit, like this is just like advertising the hookup.
A girl with the ball on the right, right, or whatever the.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, sup, girl, like. You got your bow tied over there, like. And,
I see that bow over there to the left.
And I do like some German girls, like.
Yeah,
I'm into it, and I have some Austrian heritage in my in my Eastern European Jewish muttness.
Dang, well, a Europe trip on the books.
No, I went to Oktoberfest in 2017. It was so much fucking fun, like rocking the Lederhosen, just. Fucking rad food all day. Bunch of beer. So much beer. Holy fuck, so much beer.
Well, I gotta watch a vlog. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of vlogs. I just remember, do you have a Sharpie so I could sign these? Maybe you can raffle these on here if you don't want them.
You're so... Yeah, I'll find...
I don't know. Somebody out there will be like, oh my God, you said you didn't want these? Fuck you.
Like, if I wasn't your friend, it'd be like, oh yeah, sure, cool. Like, sorry. It's weird to be like...
My face ain't on the fucking toy. It's just my little hole.
The
textures are super cool though. Look at that.
How accurate is it to the real thing?
This is the outside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, the inside, I actually have like the highest rated texture on the entire website. And if you go to my Reddit, I talk to people about the texture on it.
About
mine's
their
a tri-chamber. No, mine's a tri-chamber. So you have to have a long enough dick to even reach the fucking 3rd chamber. So
much like real life.
Yeah. My butt one's like just like a big fucking screw. Yeah.
No,
I want to get him in glass.
I've never actually tried a fleshlight ever, so.
Oh, well, maybe I'll have them send you a box or some shit.
Cool.
They do a bunch of like really cool sales and discounts all the time, but yeah, you need to look at the Halloween collection though.
I just need to find some European I don't know.
Trying to think of the European girls on there. It's more of an American girl thing.
I know, and I know everybody, so it's just like
you could do like somebody. Do you know Kiss Assins?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like I got her like one as like a mystery fleshlight, and I was like, yeah. And then I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, I have your pussy in my house.
It's just weird to be like, yo, hey, friend, totally jerked off to your pussy. It's weird to me. It's just not my jam.
Okay, because you see it as an extension of me.
Not my jam.
That's fine. Somebody, if you would like.
No, somebody should definitely, pop some ropes in that.
So somebody listen to all 3 of my interviews. Disregard all my depressing ass shit I said, okay? I'm still a horny fucking cool girl. Don't worry.
Oh my God, Blake, you're being a real human. Oh my God.
They don't like that. They fucking hate that. Why do you think I made Blake? They don't want to hear real me.
Well, I do. So fuck them. I invite you back here for the real shit. Like, that's why I stopped you before you're like, missionary is not my. No, don't want to know. Don't want to know. It's bullshit.
Good.
That's bullshit.
Good. I know. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. Do you think somewhere has lasagna open right now?
In LA this late?
Probably. Let me think. Well, when I drive back to my place, I'm going to order something so it meets me there. I have anxiety. I hate eating at fucking restaurants and people are all around me. And then I started wearing sunglasses in the restaurants. And then they're like, why are you wearing sunglasses in a restaurant? It's 5 o'clock. And I'm like,
full on Streisand infecting. Like, you're just drawing attention to yourself.
I was like, Jesus fuck. I'm not even wearing makeup. Like, leave me alone, people, please.
Speaking of Italian, have you ever eaten at fucking Capo's in Vegas?
No.
Yeah, Capo's.
Capo's. Is
On
it by the Mob Museum?
No, but it's on Sahara.
Okay.
It looks like it's just a bar, but it's like kind of a speakeasy / Italian restaurant.
Oh,
It's a rad
I love
spot.
a good speakeasy.
Like you walk in there and like someone opens a pen on the wall, like, yo, you got a reservation? It's a good spot.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah.
Because you know I lived in Vegas for a couple of years, right?
No, I didn't.
I did.
See, I only know you just whatever we talk about on here.
Well, then you should be a better friend, Blake. You should be a better friend.
I feel like you only want to talk to Blake. You don't want to talk to me.
What gives you that impression?
My boobs. No, I'm just kidding.
What gives you that impression?
I'm so joking. No, I definitely want to start hosting more. Like, I want to do a bowling night before AVN.
Sick.
Maybe not the week of, maybe because everybody's gonna be like too fucking drunk and fucking everybody in every goddamn room. I know we're gonna literally take over the whole Virgin Hotel for.
Thank God it's back there.
Yeah, I'm really excited. AVN, guys. If you've never been to AVN before and you like porn stars, I mean, it's really the time to meet everybody. If you're one of those people that like to meet us and meet celebrities, because there's always random fucking celebrities who come.
Celebrities, spend your money. Spend your money. Just don't be a douchebag.
Or pay me twice.
What is the douche tax?
Gosh, I'd be like, is this a joke right now? I'd start recording. I'd be like, is this a joke? Where's the cameras? There's no way you're treating me like this right now, sir. Go on Instagram Live being like, this motherfucker, look what he's doing.
Holy shit. But yeah, no, people need to come to AVN and spend money on you.
Definitely.
Do you know where you're signing already, or?
I'm gonna probably sign for myself. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to sign
in your own booth.
Well, no. For AVN, like you can like reserve a spot at their thing. They have like a big AVN booth, and just some people who maybe don't have a company that wants to book them. Yeah, they can have an opportunity there. So sometimes it depends. I'm hosting this year, so I don't want to like show any bias towards anybody or stuff like that. But there are people that continuously are just so amazing to me, and like just like Sex Like Real, like they're absolutely so amazing to me. I love everybody over there. I did my first VR scene with them. It's really crazy. It's really crazy how some fucking Glenn King, I just did meanbitches.com. He was like, is there some contract out there that says that you have to be in every third VR scene? And I was like, actually, it's every other VR scene. But it feels like that. It feels like that. So the one VR script, maybe I'll tell you after we're done. I'll tell you the premise of it. And it's really fucking scary and it's like really good. And I want to know what you think about it.
All right.
But yeah, shout out Sex Like Real. I might sign there. God, me going on 100 fucking tangents.
Oh my God, tangents on this show? Like, you've done this show before. You know how this goes.
No, I know. I couldn't even listen to the other ones because I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? My God.
Wow.
Skip.
Way to sell it to the audience. Sorry, it's unlistenable. We just tangent everywhere.
Sorry, self-deprecating here.
If it wasn't good shows, like, I wouldn't invite you back.
Well, now you have auction time. I'm putting this in your hands.
Aw, I have your pussy and your asshole in my hands. Awesome.
Aw.
Most of the internet is so jealous at the moment. Like,
Right? Somebody out there, give Matt a good reason and an explanation on why you love Fleshlight so much and why you should win one of these beautiful toys.
No. Tell me why you love Blake Blossom. No.
I mean, I can't say that. You can also put like 1 or 2 sentences in there, like that you find
But it's your
endearing about
Fleshlight.
me.
It's your Fleshlight. There are many other Fleshlights. This is your Fleshlight. Tell me why you want to take Blake Blossom's parts home.
Yes. And if you don't happen to win on this one, maybe we'll have another raffle the next time I come on. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring a bunch more.
I mean, I'm inviting you back.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm bringing you my friends. What do you mean?
So self-conscious.
I'm insuring a 4th time. Ha ha ha.
Do you have a doubt in your mind I would not invite you back? Do you have even an inkling in your mind?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't think so.
No, good. Like, why would you? Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
I'll come on as many times as you want.
Yay.
As many times as you guys want to listen to me talk.
About random ass shit.
Yeah, sorry we had to get like real depressing this time, guys. But you know what? That's the wax and wane.
I mean, that's real. Like, one of the things I love about doing the show is like having real conversations with fucking people instead of you just having to like, fucking Brazzers face the whole fucking podcast.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Oh, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Return some videotapes. And they're like, whatever, bro.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick Bateman.
Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Like, you're one of my favorite people. You're welcome back whenever. You know this. Like,
yes.
I don't need to build up your ego too much.
Thank you so much.
I'm not letting you top me, though.
No, but
I'm just putting that out there. I am not, like, just get that out of your head. That's not happening.
sure.
Say it with a little
doesn't
more.
have to be any penetration, okay?
Nope.
I'll wear a mask.
I'll still know it's you. No, I'm good.
Oh, God. I know. You're like, that's a boundary I don't want to cross.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm absolutely cool. Absolutely cool. Like, my anal cherry is staying intact.
Oh, I heard cherry keys. Oh.
Yeah, anal cherry's intact.
I'm thinking about cherry kiss squirting on my fucking leg. Oh, Jesus fuck. She's a sprinkler. You got to get her on here.
Make the intro.
Okay, Cherry Kiss, Octavia Red, Angel Youngs.
Well,
Everybody
Octavia,
tell him.
Octavia and Angel, I've talked to about it. We just haven't brought it together.
Well, fans, encourage.
Exactly.
Right.
So, I think we've done this for...
How much did you drink? How many ounces?
I don't know how to measure. I just pour.
Like how many? 4?
I mean...
Maybe 3. Drink counter. 3. I barely made it through one.
Right, I bought you 3 Fantas. You didn't even get through one Nazi drink.
Oh, gosh. It's just a soda.
Hateful soda.
God damn it. Switching to Crush.
God damn.
No, I'm a Baja Blast through and through, but
yeah,
dude, I drank so much Baja Blast. It was not good.
Did you want me to go to Taco Bell and get fucking fountain service for you?
You know what? We'll talk.
Oh, geez.
My people will contact you. But yes, I'll sign these boxes. And yes, thank you everybody for joining us again. And now we drink. Yay!
Like, before we get out of here, where can they find you on the things?
I have a new Instagram. Give me a Blake X, all one word. It does not have a lot of followers. So, yeah, that's definitely me.
Look for the one I'm following, because I'll be following it by the time you find it.
Yes. And then you can find me on Twitter, Shadowband at BLKBLSSM. Got to type it in exactly. But if you're ever looking for anything of me, I do have a link tree. So you can just Google Blake Blossom link tree, Blake Blossom Twitter, and never send any money to anybody that you don't verify. I never, ever, ever ask my fans to send me money. So please do not get scammed. And do not give people your fucking bank information. Thank you. Guys, the fraud is real, okay? Y'all ain't dealing with just porn stars. Some of these girls are frauds, like legit fraud criminals.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Always,
Oh.
always be sure who you're talking to.
Definitely. Always verify and listen to all the other amazing people that have came on here and shared their life stories, because that's what life is about, right? The human experience.
It is. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
You're listening to KJZZ, K-Jazz on 91.5 KJZZ.